Hey, 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 welcome back. Today we're going to do, let's chat. Today, I feel a little talkative and feel like I can do a couple of little stories for you real quick. So, I don't know why TL wanted to come tell her little story, but that'll talk. TL is the life. That's one of the personality. She only made one appearance, but she feels like she needs to let people know that she's here. So that's what we're gonna do. Now, a couple months ago, I went out, me as Tyra, to dinner with my two aunties, Pooh Bear and the Don. And my cousin, my oldest female cousin, and she's the oldest of all of the cousins. Melinda, to dinner. We went to one of our favorite little seafood places here in Texas, right? And so we did our thing, went out to eat, ate our food. On the way home, my aunt, the Don, reminds me, hey, you need to go and get a door key made. I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. Let me drop y'all off at the house, and I'll take my key and go get a key made. And she's like, oh, okay, no problem. Because it don't make sense to make them all wait in the car at the place I went to get the keys, man. Home Depot, I want to say is where I went. So drop them off, fast forward, go to the Home Depot, right? Now, as I'm walking in the store, I asked the customer service rep that was standing by the door, hey, where do I get the key? Where's the kiosk place in the store where the people make the keys for you? And she says, such and such aisle, and somebody should be close by to make the key for you. I'm like, okay, cool. And so I go to the aisle, don't see nobody in the aisle. I go to the other end that I didn't come in, looking for somebody. A few minutes go past and finally I see somebody in a yellow vest. That means that they work there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, hey, I need a key made. Can you help me, please? And he's like, yeah, no problem. Because I don't want to use the self-service kiosks. Because we all know 9 times out of 10, those self-service kiosks keys don't work. You pay the money, get your key made, bring it back to where you need it, go to try to unlock the thing, and it don't work. Problem. Now I got to keep going back and forth. No, I'm not doing all that. I'm going to let the person make the key. And then if it don't work, I can blame it on that person. That's how my mind thinks, right? So we go to the little key making kiosk thing in the middle of the aisle that I was in. Where the key thing is. And so he's trying to punch in the code to get the key machine to come to life and everything, do what it needs to do. And it's not coming to life. He look at me, I look at him like, we got to figure it out. I don't know the code. He said, well, the code that was given to me, it's not working. He says, let's go find somebody. Let us find somebody that would have a code to get the machine to come to life where we can make a key. I'm like, okay, cool. Because I really don't, and I'm telling him I really don't want to go to the self-service kiosk. He says, well, if we can't find the code, I'll go with you and help you help you. We'll get it done. We got to get this key made. Okay, cool. We laughing and talking. We talking about food. He said he had just ate Popeyes. And I told him I had just went to Papa Do's for dinner. He said, oh, seafood sound good. I'm like, yeah, chicken is always up my alley because that's what he just said. But I told him, don't go to the Popeyes. That's right on the other side of the highway, from where the store was. So I'm like, don't go there. There's bad reviews since day one, since it's open. It ain't been open, I want to say, a good 4 years. And from day one, I have not been to the Popeyes. I haven't been to Popeyes in almost 2 years. And that's because I seen a video on YouTube that has now forever ruined Popeyes for me. So I will never. And if you want to see the video, Google it. I'm not going to link it below. Google it, YouTube it, Popeyes. Why not go to Popeyes. You should come up with a whole bunch of videos. You'll see the video I seen. You'll eventually see it. Anyway, so we talking about food. We laughing and we talking. We go to the end of the aisle and we spot another worker of the Home Depot. And he's like, hey, dude, I need the key machine. It's cold. And he goes say something and dude like, no, I need the machine code. And so the second dude go to point down the aisle, the main aisle, to go to the self-service kiosk. And before I could catch Thug Life, she came out before I could catch her. Oh, catch her. She caught her. Baby took off down the street, literally. The baby probably 18 months old, not even 2 yet. And took off from mama, but mama hot-tailing it behind her, but baby was getting it. She was halfway to me. That's how fast she was going. She's like, I'm out. I'm running away from y'all. I'm done with y'all. That was our life right there. But that's not what I'm talking about. Thug Life came to the mic and before I could stop her, and she came out my mouth. Because I'm standing probably 1.5 to 2 feet behind the dude that's helping me with the key. And I keep hearing him say, I need the code to the machine. And the guy said, well, won't you just go down to the self-service and get the key made? And before I could catch it, I said, that's not what he asked you for. He asked you for the code to the machine, and that's what he needs. He don't need the extras. We know where the other machine is. We need the key code to this machine. That's what he asked you for. And that's what he's going to get. Now, the guy in front of me that was helping me turned and looked at me like, damn, okay. And then turned back around and looked at dude like what she said. And dude that was trying to get us to go down to the self-service kiosk looked at me like, I don't want none of that smoke. The number is, let's just say 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I can't remember now. I can't remember. It's only been a few months, but hey, my brain ain't working that good. And I said, thank you, that's all we needed. And so me and the dude, we got to call dude the key man. Key man and me turn around. And as we walking away, he says, Thug Life? I'm like, just a little bit. That's how she came up with her name. And he said, just a little Thug Life? I'm like, I don't play like that. If I ask you a question, I didn't ask for all the extra commentary. I asked you for the code. Either you know the code or you going to point me in the direction of somebody that knows the code. I didn't ask you where the next machine was. I didn't ask you how to go get this key made. I asked you about this machine. That's all I asked you. Don't give me the extras. I'm not about that life. I'm not. I didn't ask for the extra commentary. I asked you a straight to the point question. Hey, I need the code to the machine back here to make her a key. Do you have a code? Or do you have the code to the machine? Either no, I don't have it, but I know such or such down there has it. Okay, cool. Not go to the self-service machine. We know where that machine is. We didn't ask about that machine. We asked about the one he can make the key. I'm not doing self-service. So my thing is, if somebody asks you a straight to the point question, don't go around the way to get it, because then you got, and then when you catch the smoke, that's what I do. I thought I said, but just straight to the point. Straight to the point. Don't beat around the bush. Don't give me anything extra, because you're gonna catch the heat and the attitude. Because now I'm done talking to you. And I'm going to be about in your face with the finger. I asked for the code. That's what I want. Do you have the code? No? Okay, thank you. And I move on. Not go down to the self-service machine. No, I don't. If I wanted the self-service machine, I would have asked where the self-service machine is, but I wouldn't have to ask because I already knew where that machine was. How about that? I got widgets for my shoe. That's what I keep messing with. If you know, you know. So that's that story. Now, I'm going to tell you one about my cousin, Albert. We call him Capone. My uncles call him Capone. My cousins call him Capone. I call him Albert. That's just his name. I'm not going to tell you what I used to call him because that's rude. And I can only call him that because anybody else, I slap the taste out your mouth about my cousin. They not like him every day, but if anybody going to talk about it, it's going to be me. And I talk about him to his face. But nobody else can do it. I can guarantee you. Because I don't play about him. I may talk about him and play about it, but I can do that because he's my cousin. He's not your cousin. And I tell anybody that. I don't care how many cousins we got. He not your cousin. He my cousin. Yeah, we get possessive in my family. We will claim one, won't claim the other. We'll claim everybody, but only like one. Anyway, me and Albert grew up together. Our sister, our mothers, our sisters. My mama, Diane, his mama, the Don Juan, our sisters. Now, we grew up together. We only a little over a year apart. About 15 months, 16 months apart. I'm the oldest. And I remind him of that every now and then, but then he reminds me of it every now and then when my body hurts somewhere. He said, that's why you old. He petty. I don't like him today already. And I didn't even talk to him yet. Now, let me tell you how my cousin don't play about me, though. Because growing up, I'm the fighter now, but I wasn't the fighter then. I was more of the one that popped her chops and then sat back and let the whole thing come to a crumble. You know, but that's why my mama always said that your mouth gonna write a check your ass can cash one day. And it just, that day hasn't came yet. But even to this day, you better not run up on me and let him catch it. Because he will be that one. And sometimes I wouldn't even know he's standing back there. You didn't ran up on me, and I'm not paying no attention to what's behind me. You know, not even knowing he anywhere in the vicinity of being behind me. And you all of a sudden say, you know what, you got it. You good. I'm like, okay, cool. You know. And by the time I turned around, he didn't already walked off and went on about his business. But he'll let me know about it later. Like, yeah. Hold on 1 second. So, the old neighborhood we lived in before we moved down here to Texas, we pretty much, after I graduated high school, moved back to Chicago, the suburbs, with the Don and the family. You know, they moved, the Don and my uncle bought a house. So we pretty much grew up in this house over the years, you know, because they had the house for a long while. So, my cousin had started working at Blockbuster. Albert had started working at Blockbuster. Now, over the years, we had made, you know, friends or whatnot, associates in the neighborhood. And so, this one young lady that at first, when I first met her, didn't care for her. And she'll tell you, if she watched the video, she'll say down in the comments, she didn't like me at all. Every time I seen her, I want to knuckle up every time I seen her. I didn't want her nowhere near my cousin. And she liked my cousin. And for a short second, he liked her. I don't know, liked her how, but he liked her. Like, it's like cool people liked her. But, I mean, you know, they were cool peoples, you know. And once I got over the point of, you can't be with my cousin. And once she realized I wasn't playing, we became cool. You know, once she realized I wasn't playing about it. You know, any other person, female he wanted to associate with, I had no problem stayed out of it, minded my own business. But for this one young lady, I don't know what it was about it, the situation, I didn't like it. And I let it be known. Every time she came around smiling and grinning in his face, I let it be known. No, now get out my house. Go back down the street to your own house. Stay from up here. You know, didn't even know her from a can of paint. All I knew is that I didn't want her around my cousin. And he would get mad. Like, girl, mind your business. No, I'm not. Until everybody finally, I'm spoiled, had my way. And once I got my way, you know, or thought I was going to have my way or whatever, I was cool. Me and the girl was cool ever since. Ever since. You know, if I needed to ride somewhere, she was Johnny on the spot. If I needed to go to the grocery store, here comes this person. We're going to call her, I hate to call her this, but this is one of her favorite cartoon characters, Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. She doesn't walk around with that attitude or nothing. No, that's not her, but that's her favorite cartoon. And she has not gave me permission to use her name in my video shit. So if I have another rant, I'll give her name. Because I have her name out there. You know, permission. So, me and her one day was hanging out in the neighborhood. And she started dating this one dude. And I was semi-talking to his friend. Semi, meaning I talked to him when I felt like it didn't, when I didn't. But all the peoples in the neighborhood, we knew all the people who were cool, like associates with all the peoples. You know, because I wouldn't call them friends. I just knew them because they lived in the neighborhood. And my cousin knew them because they lived in the neighborhood. And for some reason, some beef kicked off amongst all these guys. And so, mind you, my cousin at work. And I'm not worried and I'm not scared because it had nothing to do with me. But they like, well, Big Al can solve it. He know what's going on. He can straighten this out. So we go up to Big Blockbuster, you know, and I go in and say, hey, this is what's going on. They want you to figure it out. You know, they said you can straighten it out. He says, I can, and I will. Like, because it ain't nothing but, why are they here at my job? I'm like, you ask them. And even though he wasn't worried about losing his job, it's just the point of, you brought it to my job, not me, them. But I'm finna go in there and pre-warn him what's going on. Give him a heads up. And so he come out, talk to everybody. You know, the group of people, you know. And he said, first and foremost, I ain't got nothing to do with this. So let's start there. If y'all some grown people, y'all solve it yourself. Why do I have to be in the middle of something that ain't got nothing to do with me or my cousin? So y'all dragged her into something that had nothing to do with it. She didn't know nothing about it because I didn't know nothing about what was going on. And so they like, yeah. You know, you right. Okay. So he squashed it. Like, whatever. Gone away from my job type squashed it. You know, what you're not about to do is cost me my money. You know, granted, did he like being at Blockbuster? He probably didn't, but still, it was a bag at the time. Not going to cost me my bag. You know, if anybody going to cost me my bag, it'll be me, not y'all. You know, from the neighborhood. And so he turned around. They would say that something. He turned and looked at me and said, you good? Are you worried? I said, no, I'm good. They all looking at me like, we wasn't even thinking about you. And I'm like, I wasn't thinking about y'all, but I'm good. Because I'm not worried at all. He said, all right, I'm on my way back in. I'm like,
see, this is where I say her name. I had to cover it up.
There you go, right there. I just had to let them know I use her name. Eeyore. It's going to take me back to the house. And I'm going home. But I'm good. So, that's to show he only came outside because they dragged me down to his job with them. Because I was in the car with Eeyore. And so, I had no choice at this point. You know, but I have a choice to defuse the situation a little bit by telling my cousin, hey, this is what's going on outside. You know, this is what's up outside. And, but what he not gonna do, as long as I wasn't in no direct danger, because he would have, granted I didn't want to take that walk, but he would have made me walk home with him. Not saying he was, because he got a ride to work. We didn't live far from the Blockbuster. If you know, you know. Blockbuster used to be a video store that you can go rent videos from movies and watch them at home and then take them back. He worked at the Blockbuster, and we didn't live far, but it was a nice little walk if you wanted to walk home from this video store. You know, it wasn't a 5-minute walk. It was more like maybe half-hour walk. But the pace that my cousin walked at and the pace I walked at, and my legs is this long and his legs is this long, it would have took us forever, because now he got to slow down to keep up with me. You know, to walk at my pace, because I'm not walking at yours. That's anybody. So, the moral of that story is sometimes pick your associates better than what you do. Because I didn't, at that time, my lackluster picking was not that great. You know, now I don't like nobody. I don't like nobody. I have a total, I can count, if I say 10, I'm lying. I can count to 10, but if I say I have 10 friends, like true heart friends, I'll be lying. Now, I know people. I have associates. I just know you. You're not even an associate. I just happen to know who you are, and then spoke to you at least once in your lifetime. You know. So now it's like, you know, am I looking for friends? No, because that means I have to be nice to people. I don't want to be nice. I want to just stay in my little corner of the world, record my little YouTube videos, and be happy. So, on that, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for continuing to watch my little YouTube channel. If nobody told y'all today, I'm going to tell you, you are somebody. And because I said so, you are somebody. And you are loved, and you are appreciated on this channel. So please keep your head up, keep moving forward, and if you need somebody to tell you they love you, I do. So enjoy your day. It's Saturday, March 23rd, 2024. Enjoy your weekend. Because I'm trying to go hide under my rock. I've been moving, moving around for 2 days. So trying to help my aunt, and I still got stuff to do. But sitting here recording this video is not going to get myself out this car to take my other aunt to don her phone. Because I got her phone. I should keep it. But I don't want to answer her phone, because I don't want to talk to people who call her. So I will talk to y'all tomorrow, because I got to record 2 more videos. RuPaul's Drag Race and Mama June's Family Crisis, because it's always a crisis somewhere. And I will have more rants for y'all. Love y'all. Talk to y'all next time. Deuces. Look at your shows.